Hey folks, hope you're all well. Out on another camp. As you might be able to tell, I'm not in Canada anymore. I'm back home in Australia for a couple of weeks. So I've managed to come down to the Snowy Mountains. I've been wanting to come here for a while. Came here years ago when I was a kid, but haven't been since, and really loving it. Arrived a little bit late in the day, and so I was quite worried about finding a decent campsite. But wandered around for a little while and found this little spot in this mini little canyon behind me. You can see here. I kind of would have liked to camp more up on top of a hill or a little higher up, but there's quite a bit of wind about, so it's really nice to get a bit of shelter. But I am losing light pretty quickly, so I'm going to have to head off and get a bit of dinner on. So I'll chat to you later. Morning folks, just having a bit of brekkie while I wait for the dew to dry off on my tent. Had a pretty good night's sleep here, all things considered. The wind made the tent a bit noisy, bit of flapping around, but that's to be expected, I guess. But otherwise, really comfortable, didn't rain, and got through the night without any issues. I'd love to do a bit of fishing somewhere today, but with this wind, I've only got a little really lightweight fly rod. It'll be pretty hard to control the fly very well, so I'm gonna have to do a bit of searching and see what I can find. So I'm back on a marked route, one of the actual walking tracks, which normally I wouldn't be that excited about, but up there where I was coming through was feeling a little bit snaky. I saw this blue-tongued lizard which made me jump. They look a lot like death adders but with legs, and yeah, I don't have any gaiters on, so just a bit more relaxing being on a solid track and not on the long grass. So I've made my way back to the car at the car park. I was going to stay 2 nights out in this area, but I'd really like to do some fishing, and it's too windy right now. So I think what I'm going to do is head back into town, get accommodation there, restock, and plan on coming out fishing the next day. So going to head off now, and I'll catch you soon. So happy to be back out camping. Yesterday was a bit of a write-off, unfortunately. The winds picked up in the afternoon. There were gusts up to 80 kilometres an hour or something, and it just made it impossible for fishing and pretty unpleasant to camp in. So I went into town, into Jindabyne, and got a room for the night, and now I'm back out. Today, I'm a little bit further south than I was yesterday. I'm actually on the Snowy River just here, which is a beautiful little river that you may have heard of. Going to try fishing it a little bit later on this afternoon, but first I want to get a tent set up and settled into the camp behind me. Well, I've got a bit of water on to make up my freeze-dried meal, and the fire's still struggling along over there. I think the firewood I bought might not have been of the highest quality, but it's going now. I think I might call that it for filming today, and just have a relaxed evening. I'll see you in the morning. So, I'm a little disappointed. The path that I was hoping to take has a bridge going across here. So, I think I'm going to have to backtrack. There is an alternative road up here. Not quite as fun walking along the road, but it'll have to do. And it'll get me where I want to go. But yeah, looks like there was a bridge here once, but yeah, maybe it was done a while ago. Anyway. So just stopping at this hut for a quick drinks break. Not going to stay here or anything. You're not supposed to stay at the huts. You're supposed to stay around the area outside in your tent, except for an emergency. But I'm just going to have a quick drink, a quick look inside, and then carry on. Nice little log fire. Some firewood, nice little dining table. In the second room, a couple of little beds. Crystal clear water. Wonder if there's any trout in here. So I've just left the White River hut. Beautiful little cabin, but there were some other people there, and I know when I'm coming into the wilderness it's often to get a bit of space from other people. So I thought I'd leave it with them. So I've got a couple of options now. I can keep heading up. There's another hut, Schlitt Creek, something like that. Haven't heard good things about it. So what I'm thinking of doing is actually head back the way I came and camp at the horse camp, I think it was called. It was the one that I stopped at on the way up. Pretty little cabin, had a nice bit of grass out the front, pretty well sheltered, and I think it'll do the job nicely. So I'm just heading back towards the first hut, making pretty good time because it's downhill this way. But yeah, feeling pretty knackered. Once you get out of the sun, that cold really hits you. I'm hoping to get a little bit of light still around by the time I get to the hut, but if I don't, I don't. It's all good. Anyway, have a quick drink and be on my way. So very thankfully the cabin is unoccupied, which I'm very glad about because I'm absolutely knackered. I want to quickly set my tent up before I run out of steam, and then I might reward myself with a drink. So, trying out a beer from the Tumut River Brewing Company today, Sugar Baby. I actually think I heard that they were closing their doors last week. Hopefully it's not true because it's actually a really nice beer. Yeah, so might be the first and the last one of these I have. So I think the food's just about good to go. This is the first instant meal that I've had that comes with two pouches. One's the beef bourguignon, forgive my pronunciation, and the other one is the mashed potato that goes with it. So yeah, hopefully that goes well. So let's give the big packet a go. I suspect you're not supposed to like mix them together now or anything. The beef's good. The instant potatoes are good too. Yeah, I'd call that a success. So as you can see, the light's fading pretty fast, so I think I might call that a night for filming, because I don't think you're going to see much more anyway. Yeah, so I'm just going to finish off my dinner and probably head to the tent to bed, because I'm pretty knackered. I'll see you in the morning. So just at the top of the hill here, before I make my way back down to the hydro plant, as you can see here, this is the pipe that feeds it. I think I might wrap up the video here. It's been a really fun trip, seeing a bit of the Snowies after so many years. Hope you've enjoyed catching a bit of it as well, and look forward to seeing you on the next one.